I figured it out. I figured out how I can describe my content to people. I have been struggling with how to describe what I do and what I talk about to people because I talk about such a broad range of things. And people always ask me, how do you talk about so many things? How do you know so many things? But I always talk about how everything that I know is, I've studied like science and technology and society and everything. I've studied basically everything under the sun in one way or another. I've got ADHD. It's just, what I do. I learn for fun. But everything that I talk about is all connected in my mind, but I never know how to tell that to people. So here's what I got. I heard someone call them the 4 horses of the apocalypse. And that is what I talk about. I talk about these 4 horses of the apocalypse. And those things are patriarchy, right? Capitalism, racism, and religion. Those are the 4 things that are going to dismantle our world and send us all into the apocalypse if we don't stop them. And in my mind, they're all 4 of them are connected. Not even in my mind, they are all 4 connected. And the last one, if we want to put a 5th horse, is narcissism, because narcissism is if you look at it from the one-on-one, like a narcissist and their victim, it is a person who wants complete and control over a person so that they can extract all of their money, their resources, their spirit, their value, everything. They want to be a master who is not held accountable for anything that they do, to victimize everybody, victimize themselves. They're always a victim, never hold themselves accountable, never can never be wrong, and needs to be the most important thing in the center of the universe. That person is a narcissist, and they do certain systems and tactics and spiritual warfare, if you will, on their victims in order to gain that control over them. But in my mind, y'all, because I've been in one of those relationships, and that's what cults are. It's that archetype of narcissism. I can see it. It shows up very easily in patriarchy and in men over women and all the systems that uphold that. In capitalism and rich people over poor people or the labor class or the working class and all the systems that uphold that. In racism and white supremacy and white people over all other people who are brown or indigenous or any other people of color, and all the systems that uphold that. And in religion, which is in people who are spiritually higher or spiritually closer to God or a spiritually high authority, and it's given this this power to be over and control and tell other people what to do. Really, the Bible, if you want, I think the Bible is the biggest narcissist, and or the way people use it, or however you want to put the controlling person or entity in the Abrahamic religions, and how they use that and the systems that are created through the Bible, that are set up to oppress and control the people who follow that religion. In my mind, y'all gotta understand, they are all 5 of those things: narcissism, patriarchy, capitalism, racism, and religion. They are all the same. They are all the same. There's nothing different about them if you know what you're looking for. So those are the things I talk about on this page. No matter what angle I'm coming from, I'm always looking at it from a narcissistic lens or a capitalistic lens or a patriarchal lens or a religionistic lens, or to capitalism, racism, patriarchy, religion, capitalism, one of those, and because for me, they are all the same. And not even just, like I said, I can say it's for me all day, but it's hard for people to see the patterns that I see. I see patterns in everything. When you're neurodivergent, it's very easy for you to see patterns in everything. But yeah, those 4 to 5 horses of the apocalypse. I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna give it my own 5 because narcissism is again, that is just the individual, but these systems are created from they are a projection of a narcissist. If a narcissist was able to replicate itself in a different fashion, it would be boom patriarchy, boom capitalism, boom racism, boom religion. Those all of narcissism, that is the core of all of these things, and then the systems that have been set up are the projection of narcissism. So that is what I talk about on this page. I hope you enjoy all of the things that I talk about, because it's easy for me to remember things, because again, I see them all it's not a lot of information because it's all the same stuff. all the people in the world, the trumpets, the Elon Muskies, the Jeffrey Steins, like all of the people who all the people who are at the top of these systems are narcissists. They are narcissists, and they rise to the top of these systems because they embody everything that the system is. They can play the game correctly because they have the game inside of them. Like, y'all think the worst men in the world are the worst men in the world are at the top of the patriarchy because they're the worst men, which is a narcissistic system. They're at the top of capitalism because they are narcissistic people. They're the most people. They are usually racist because they are narcissistic people, and they are spiritually inclined because they are narcissistic people. Y'all, they are. I hope people see this video. Please share, because I'm just like, I really like, mission in life is to have everyone see the patterns that I see, because once you see them, you can't unsee them, and then once you see them, you can avoid them, you can help break them down, you can help call them out for other people, and you can see that these things are not unrelated. They are all related. They are all systems of control, systems to separate us, right? Because the whole point of a whole thing about a narcissist is they need artificial control mechanisms to control a person, because we are not made to control one another. We are all made as individuals who have autonomy, who have our own special path in life, our own special like way of functioning and way of being, and these systems of control are set up to like put all of us in a box so that someone else can harness our energy, harness our labor, harness our minds, harness our spirit, harness like literally like milk us like cows so that they can extract all of that goodness out of our human existence and eat it and consume it and grow, and it feeds them. And so it's like each of these are just a different way of doing that same exact thing. All of it is the same, y'all. I need y'all to see that these things are the same, and they are there to help a certain type of person, and that is the narcissist themselves. That is all for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.